Yes. Okay. So we're gonna talk about deal breakers. See, this our age is like social media, virtual reality. Everybody's online right now. So
we are lit. We are woke.
I beg you, leave that. We woke us.
Woke generation.
We're not woke anything. Leave it. We're not woke. We're pretending to be woke. But anyway, this social media age is making it so easy for people to just, I don't know, it's like we make a joke about everything now. It's like including the fact that it's now a normal thing for married men to cheat. So, speaking of deal breakers, what are like your top 3 deal breakers? And is cheating one of those?
Cheating can be one of those, depending on how you cheat. Don't cheat and rub it in my face, man.
So wait, if
respect me.
Okay. So if you found out that your man was cheating on you, he was sleeping with some other woman, like if he was the sweetest guy, he was the best guy, like everything you want he gives you, but you just find out that he's punching people up left, right, and center everywhere.
Left, right, and center.
Yes.
No. But me, I like discussing things. Like I would like to hear his point of view.
Okay.
And if he can't give me any valid explanation, man, that's it. Because if it's with one person, I say, "Oh, baby, it happened once. It was a mistake. I was drunk." That's understandable. Or, I got carried away, but not left, right. You don't respect me, and that's a deal breaker for me. That respect that is not there.
Okay, so what you're saying is like, you can forgive some kind of cheating.
Yes.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
How would you feel if I told you that I'm the kind of woman who wouldn't forgive any kind of cheating?
Wow. I think you should be flexible. We are way past that rigid. If you cheat on me, it's over, no?
Well, okay, hold on a second. At the risk of sounding a little too graphic, sex is like the biggest, most important thing in life because it gives, it gives us, life basically for procreation, right? That's a good thing. But the fact is that if sex was just another chore that you had to do, like you had to wake up in the morning and just sweep your house and clean your environment up, and that was how sex was, like, okay, let's just have sex now because you have to try and get a kid, like it wouldn't be an issue because you will feel like
I can do anything.
Sometimes I have to even psych myself to do. It's not a big deal. But the fact that sex is so pleasurable is the reason why a lot of people, why sex itself sparks jealousy in a lot of people. So it's like, I feel like it's so amazing when I have sex with you, but it's not just like it's sex. It's like me and you are connected on a different level. But if you're going to take that and give it to another person, then that means that whatever it is I think I have with you is not special enough.
Excuse me, I think that's another sexual space you're going into, because you may be demisexual.
Okay.
Because there are people like that if they don't form a strong connection with you, they can't have sex with you. So if you're one of those people, you definitely feel that way. Okay. But for a person like me, if you vibe well, then it's okay. Okay. So if you cheat and there's a valid reason, I can forgive you. Because I don't think I'm connected to you at that level.
Okay. So that, okay, I get that, and I completely agree, and I see how valid that point is. I'm just wondering about the connection though. Like if the connection is not there, like how strong is it? Like that connection that you need to make it feel like this person is more special than anybody else.
I don't know how to measure that.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. I don't know how to measure that. But when you're with somebody, the feeling is special based on how you people connect. It may not be so deep, like the way you're trying to portray it. Okay. But both of you have this chemistry. Right. So that works for me.
Okay.
That works for me.
So so this is exactly what I've gotten from this, and it's such an eye opener, like a more knowledgeable way of looking at this whole thing. See, a lot of people are like me personally, right? I believe I'm a demisexual because I know I'm a sapiosexual, but I know that but I also believe that I'm a demisexual, which means that if I'm to a certain extent, I can I will not want to physically be with you if I don't have a special emotional bond, a connection, and everything like that. Yeah. And saying that doesn't mean that I haven't had sex outside of demisexualness or whatever, because I mean, hey, well,
it didn't mean anything.
It didn't mean, yeah, it was actually, it was just that, biology just called and you just, okay, who is the cleanest person that I can vibe with this evening, and like, yeah, that's it. So, but that's it. I mean, I'm talking because I'm a single woman, but I'm just talking about a woman who is in an emotional relationship with somebody where it's not as deep a connection as a demisexual would look for it. So sex is not necessarily a tab. It's not like a taboo that if your man sleeps with another person that you're gonna die or whatever. Exactly. Now, for people like that, I feel like they can understand that, and what makes a relationship for them is if the guy is respectful, if he treats her right, and makes sure that he doesn't, just throw himself around and catch one sickness and bring it back home. Like, a woman would not care if a man is doing whatever he wants to do outside if those criteria are met. Yeah. If I get it correct. Yeah. You take care of your home, you take care of your woman, you make her feel special, you love her, and you protect yourself. That's the kind of woman. If somebody told her outside that her husband is doing whatever, she'd probably look at the person and be like, I don't know what are you what were you trying to. Now, on the other hand, there are people who, like me personally, who and this is the beautiful thing of why I like to do the shows, because I don't look at it from my own personal perspective, like, oh, this is how it must be. Yeah. Like, my own heartbeats are like, okay, this is what I see, this is my perspective, but I like to bring somebody else's, okay, look at this other perspective, because there's so many perspectives in life. Yeah. So I'm personally of the opinion that if I'm so connected, because I like to delve deeper than just we bond on a level, let's make it home. Like, there's so many things that are in my head, like thoughts that are like, most people be like, I don't know why you're wasting your time thinking about these things. But if I can meet someone that I can connect with on that level, for me it's sacred. Like, because to me sex is not just like, let's just have a good time. It's like a religion. Oh my God! Wow! Wow. Yes. So I feel like because of that is the reason why I'm so particular about, okay, I don't want my man sharing himself all over the whole place. But
I get you.
But that is not to say that it's okay for men to disrespect, to cheat on their women. Now, see, give me an instance that you believe that if a man, like, these are the instances that, okay, if a man had to cheat, it might be acceptable. Because see, a lot of people do this stuff like, there's not even a valid reason. Like, it's not, you're getting sex at home, you're in a good emotional place, and most of the time when you actually go out and like have sex with random people, it's not all that great. So to you it's like, in the moment it's like, but later when you start thinking about it, it's like, did I just spend my money? Did I just do this? Did I just do that? But like, tell me what aspects of a relationship, or what would make a man cheat that you would say, okay, this one is kind of understandable because,
Well, if you're cheating to get something, I don't know, maybe you're caught in a situation whereby you stand to gain something
out of it. Yeah.
I might allow it when I know it benefits me.
Okay. I understand what you mean. Yeah. Like, there's like a situation where a guy is like trying to get ahead in at a job or whatever, and then there's this woman at the office that's been eyeing him and said, okay, you know what, you have to punch me on my guy before you get this contract or you get this whatever. How big is the contract? Because
it's going to change our lives, man. Go for it, my dear.
But hi, here's the thing. I know that in 2022, that seems like a normal thing to say, but I still believe...
Oh my God, you're so old-fashioned.
Yes, that integrity is the best thing in life.
That's
so in case, maybe you might think that you're gonna go ahead in life, but what if that woman now decides that every other week you have to have sex with her or something like that to just maintain where you are?
We disappear.
Like I feel like integrity
with her money.
With her
We'll get the money and walk
run.
Out. Yes.
You people are just wicked.
I'm saving my mind.
You people are just wicked. Seriously though, but like, what about integrity and like, okay, I know I'm not
matters, but in this Nigeria we are, man.
In this Nigeria that we are.
Oh man.
Oh my God, it's gonna be hard.
You have to do things to get things. Funny enough. This is actually this is so the
true.
We are.
This is is so true, because it's like you have people that are hustling everything, that they would literally do anything on their own to succeed. Yeah. But when I talk to people, like we'll go out, we're having drinks, everybody just chill, vibing and everything, and then somebody just gets comfortable enough to say, this is what I've had to deal with in the last 3-5 years to get to where I'm going to. You now hear that there's some kind of compromise inside there that had to do with cheating on somebody and blah blah blah.
You will throw your mother some training in one side and just go for it.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you very much for your honesty. I absolutely enjoy having these kind of discourses, because it helps me see life from a different perspective. But take away from this, right? If you want whatever it is that you want in life, in terms of relationships, in terms of like, okay, you want someone who can be honest, faithful, loving, and all those things like that, then you have to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
And whatever it is that you're into, whatever kinkiness or whatever it is you enjoy in life, try to find people who actually enjoy the same things, so that you can have peace and harmony in your life.
Good advice.
Yeah, because for me, okay, the deal breaker, sorry, I forgot. We just got carried away with cheating, but you were going to say something about if someone hit you, that's a deal breaker, like without even thinking about it, right?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Because, yeah, and I agree 100%. If someone hit you, whether you're a guy and you're with a girl and you guys have an argument and she slaps you in the face, bro, that's a red flag. That's a deal breaker. And another deal breaker,
once, it will happen again and over and over and over again.
For me, another deal breaker is someone who cannot handle money, in terms of like somebody who plays with money. If the guy is addicted to gambling,
yeah,
he's gonna ruin you guys.
He's not accountable for his finances.
Yes, he's not accountable for his finances.
You will suffer, my dear.
Yes. That's a deal breaker for me. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on this very exciting discourse that we've had, and thank you so much for joining me. Thank you very much. Guys, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, just leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And yes, I will see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Mwah.